Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen. Ar-Rahmanir-Rahim. Maliki Yawmiddin. Iyyaka na'budu wa iyyaka nasta'in. Ihdinas as-siratal mustaqim, siratal ladzina an'amta 'alaihim, ghayril maghdubi 'alaihim waladdallin. Ameen. Greetings, my brothers and sisters. My name and title is Imam Mahdi, and I am campaigning for presidency in the United States of America 2020 election. And my campaign slogan is 2020 USA Presidential Holy War Struggle Soul Salvation Campaign, because we are in a holy war. We are in a hostile environment, which we call the United States of America. It is occupied by two countries, the natives, in which I am a native, and the foreigners who have identified themselves as the United States of America. Hostile occupied territory. And the campaign revolutionary message is Allah la ilaha illa huwa al-hayyul. That's Allah. There's no God except He, the everlasting, the ever-subsisting, by whom all subsist. You'll find that in chapter 3, verse 2. However, before I get into the solution of this hostile occupied territory, I would like to highlight a few situations that's going on in our society. As I have mentioned before, there have been killings by legal authorities of the minorities dying at their hands, such as Breonna Taylor and others. And most black people feel like they can't do anything about it. We are in a war, and black folks must understand that every level of the United States government is their enemy. Every level. It doesn't make a difference if the black person has a job as a police officer, a state representative, they're in Congress, or whether they are a professional at some university or working at some major corporation. These entities are an enemy to the black community. Why is this? Because of the 14th Amendment. Now, I have went over this quite a few times, and I want to continue to share it with you, because this is something that the people of the United States of America do not want to address. They're in denial about this. And that is, all black people, descendants of slaves, are still slaves in the United States of America. And this is the United States Constitution, the 14th Amendment, Section 4. The validity of the public debt of the United States authorized by law, including debt incurred for payment of pensions and bounties for services in suppressing insurrection or rebellion, shall not be questioned. And the government saying you cannot even question them. And Allah said, question those who say they have the truth. So we know that this Constitution is against God's law. But neither the United States nor any state shall assume or pay any debt or obligation incurred in aid or insurrection or rebellion against the United States, or any claim for the loss or emancipation of any slave, but all such debt, obligation, and claim shall be held illegal and void. And emancipation means to set free. But the United States government, upon the United States Constitution, the 14th Amendment, Section 4 said, all such debt, obligation, and claim shall be held illegal and void. So they saying emancipation, which means emancipation means to set free. They saying it shall be held illegal and void. So they're saying that black man, you're gonna always be a slave in the United States of America. But that's not so. That's only according to the United States. The United States Constitution don't mean nothing just because of this right here. It's a piece of trash. It's a document that don't mean anything. We live up under it and we try to obey it just to maneuver in society, but the document don't mean anything. And now back to the killing of minorities by police officers and other legal authorities of the United States. You have the right to respond as they respond to you. Allah said, fight them as they fight you. You understand? But not only through Allah's Quran, but through their legal system, through their law. You can practice their law on them. It's called Justifiable Homicide, or Penal Code 197. You understand? And Penal Code is the code of law that concerns crime and offenses with its punishment. You know. And just as the killing, when the police officer, the 3 police officers was present, and 1 police officer had a brother down on the ground and killed him with his knee in his neck. You understand? And people stood by and had their cameras out and posted pictures on YouTube and on other sorts of social media showing how this brother died. Now, there had to be somebody out there with a gun. You had 2 police officers standing there and 1 killing the civilian. If anybody had a gun, a minority, anybody had a gun out there while the police officer was doing that, you could have killed all 3 police officers with justifiable homicide. Penal Code, what they call it, PC-197. You got to understand that you can practice justifiable homicide. And if you see somebody, whether they coming on you, you got the right to stop that threat. Folks, you must understand that. You can fire back. You understand? Yeah, they're going to be casualties. You can't be afraid to die, and they're not afraid to kill, so you can't be afraid to kill either. And when you got to kill, you can't be afraid to die. You understand? This is in the Quran. And most of y'all, you don't have guns. I'm a certified trained officer, training firearm person. No officer of the government, officer of Allah. But I am certified with the South Carolina Law Department. And using this gun, a firearm, there are safety measures that you should adhere to. You have this gun around a child or anybody, they get their hands on it and they hurt themselves, you're going to be prosecuted for it. So always take the clip out your gun and check for bullets. You understand? And if you have this in your home or in your car or somewhere in your possession, always check that the bullets, you can put a little wire or something in here. You put a wire through there and you know nobody won't be able to shoot it. And they have things that you can put here where nobody can put their hand out or the trigger can't go back. You can lock this gun up many ways with it being out, without no one hurting themselves. This firearm here is a 9mm. You know, it carries 16 rounds. 16 rounds. Anybody had a 9mm out there when they was killing that young civilian? You could have fired up on those police officers and killed all 3 of them with justifiable homicide, PC-197. Remember, they said the police officer can have justifiable homicide, but citizens must know that you can practice justifiable homicide too. Somebody threaten your life, you can practice justifiable homicide. Your president said if you kill a police officer, you'll be executed. So he already said that that's without trial. That without the see if the officer was in the wrong, or the person who killed the officer was in the wrong. You understand? You making a statement like that. You understand? And if you have a shotgun, you know, you have to deal with more than one person. Shotgun, this shotgun right here carry 5 rounds. In my shotgun, I usually put 2 bird shots in and 2 buck shots, because bird shot has a lot of BBs in it, and you can suppress a crowd with the bird shot, because you can hit some people with the bird shot. You understand? And suppress that crowd. And then you have your buck shots. You have 5 bullets, like it was 5 bullets like this in one of these. You understand? In your shotgun. So you deal with that. And then also I put that slug in it. It had 1 bullet, 1 big ball in it, in this right here. So you deal with your threat. You dismantle your threat. You gotta let people know. You have to let people know that you're not a joke. You understand? That you got rights. You understand? And the Second Amendment give you that right. Not only the penal code, you could do justifiable homicide, but the Second Amendment of the United States Constitution, what does it say? The Second Amendment of the United States Constitution protects the individual right to keep and bear arms. It was ratified on December 15, 1791, along with 9 other articles of the Bill of Rights. In the District of Columbia versus Hiller, the Supreme Court affirmed for the first time that the right belongs to individuals for self-defense in the home, while also including as dectar. That the right is not unlimited and does not preclude the existence of certain long-standing prohibitions, such as those forbidding the possession of firearms by felons and the mentally ill, or restrictions on the carrying of dangerous and unusual weapons. States and local government are limited to the same extent as the federal government from infringing upon this right. You have a right as a citizen by the government to carry your firearms, but they set stipulations in there like you have a felony or you have some mental illness, they can probably prevent you from carrying that firearm. So people, you got to understand, you don't have to stand around and watch the police kill somebody. You can do so. Now, enough of that. Just want to get that to you, highlight a few situations. And back to the nation. This is hostile occupied territory. You have the United States of America, and then you have the natives. In the United States of America, this continent, North American continent, you have many tribes on this continent. You understand? The natives, like myself, we've been here over 35,000 years. You understand? Over 35,000 years. The white man only exists only 6,000 years. No, there were no white people on earth prior to 6,000 years. 6,000 years ago, before that, there were no white folks on planet Earth. You understand? You are our children, white folks. And we're about to spank your butt to get you back in order. And that's what your Imam Mahdi is doing right here, right now. Before you bring yourself to complete doom. You understand? Before you bring yourself to complete doom. You understand? And you on that track right now. You have COVID-19. Your president, whom is President Donald John Trump, has been mouthing off to China when he first became president, what he's going to do to China. You understand? Now China dropped the biological warfare on the United States of America. That's his way of telling Trump to shut up. Put this mask on your face. Not only you, your whole everybody in your country, put this mask on your face and just shut up. You understand? That's what a big mouth do. You understand? You can't control everybody like you control niggas in the United States of America. It's time for them to come up. And those black folks who refuse to come out of oppression, Allah going to destroy them. You understand? And I'm not here to beg you to be a believer or to do right. I'm just bringing the message. You understand? I don't care whether you do right or not. Because as I have said in many of my productions, I've been to paradise over 1,000 times. Been to hell over 1,000 times. I come from paradise. So I know where you're going. You understand? The only thing I do is come up, deliver the message, and step back. I already know the end story. I've seen the end of the universe. You understand? I'm just bringing you this message and inviting you to the truth. This everything belongs to Allah. The entire universe, the heavens, the earth, and all everything that's in between and in the earth. All that is less than greater than an atom. All things belongs to Allah. And His law is going to govern the entire universe. By human cognitive, they're going to acknowledge this law governing the earth. Because Allah already governed the earth and the entire universe. That's why Allah has revealed in the Al-Quran. All things submit to Him willingly and unwillingly. And only man, when we rebel, you still submit to Allah in your rebellion. You the unwilling submitter. You understand? And Allah has revealed in the Quran, and He has revealed in chapter 9, He has revealed, fight those who believe not in Allah, nor in the last day, nor forbid that which Allah and His messenger have forbidden, nor follow the religion of truth out of those who have been given the book until they pay the tax in acknowledgement of superiority and they are in a state of subjection. And the Jews say Israel is the son of Allah, and the Christians say the Messiah is the son of Allah. These are the words of their mouth. They imitate the sayings of those who disbelieved before. Allah curse be on them how they are turned away. They take their doctors of law and their monks for lords besides Allah, and also the Messiah, son of Mary, and they were enjoined that they should serve one God only. There is no God but He. Be He glorified from what they set up with Him. They desire to put out the light of Allah with their mouths, and Allah will allow nothing save the perfection of His light, though the disbelievers are averse. And this is why the revolutionary message is Allah, la ilaha illa huwa al-hayyu. Allah, there is no God except He, the ever-living, the self-sustaining, by whom all subsist. That is the revolutionary message. You understand? So, when you're dealing with America, you're dealing with some things, you're dealing with a few things. You're dealing how America got started and what it consists of. And you're dealing with America, you have to deal with the prophets, you understand? And because you look at the presidents as your guide, you understand? We look at the prophets. Now Allah has revealed in His Quran the 25 prophets: Adam, Idris, Noah, Hud, Salih, Ibrahim, Ishmael, Ishaq, Yaqub, Yusuf, Ayyub, Shuaib, Musa, Harun, Lut, Yunus, Ayah, Zulkifli, Dawud, Sulaiman, Elisa, Zachariah, Yahya, Isa, and Muhammad ibn Abdullah. And He has revealed this Quran, this holy Quran, which we shall live by on earth. This shall govern not just the United States of America, but the United States is transitioning from the United States of America back to the natives, whom I am, and all the natives going to be up under this, and everybody that's on this land that we call North America. And this is our government. The tribal government going to be the national government. Is AJAAUCOAO, Islam, Native Descendant, Indian American Nation, or the acronym AJAAUCOAO Indian. This is the transition what America is transitioning into. This is not, and like I said, this is hostile occupied territory. This is hostile occupied territory. This land, what we call